Welcome. Thanks for joining me. This is a previously recorded class for my live streaming, and it felt so good, and I felt like I needed to share it, that I'm offering it to you here on my YouTube channel. So I hope you enjoy it. We're going to go through a lot of the side body work. We're going to work through the side body, those inner groins, the backs of the legs, just help to feel lengthened, taller, and a little bit more refreshed when you're done. I'm coming to this point where I have a friend who also teaches yoga, and in her weekly little newsletter she sends out, she's talking about savoring. What can you savor? So see if you can savor something about this practice. Linger a little bit more with the breath, with the sensation that you're creating in the body, maybe the space that you're creating in your mind. So instead of running through life, getting to and from, rushing, getting through things, see if you can be here a little bit more present today and really savor this practice. Being in that present moment, being grateful for what you have today to be on your mat. So taking that time, we're going to start on our backs. So you're going to take those blocks, prop them up so that your head is on one block and your back is on the other block, and we'll settle in there for our centering. Enjoy the practice. Just kind of find your centering on your back, just kind of opening yourself up. I don't know about your week, but my week has been a lot of sitting, enjoying company, but sitting. So just bring this a little closer. There we go. So taking that comfortable place on your back, really kind of opening the chest on that block to support the upper back, and the block to support the head. And then the knees can be bent for right now. Maybe you can take your feet wide and let those knees knock in. Just as a fully supported pose here. And then take a full inhale, take those arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, take those arms wide. And then let them adjust to where they need, maybe a little bit higher toward your head, maybe a little bit lower toward your hips, so that your arms can completely relax. Then take a couple more moments to settle in, fidget a little bit here. And then take another full inhale. And let it go. Arriving into the space, onto your mat, into your body. Connecting with the sounds, the smells, the temperature of the air. Dropping more and more into the present moment. Take another full inhale here. And let it go. As you let it go, drop into that physical body. Notice the support of the blocks or the bolster underneath you. Notice the space where your knees might connect. Notice the support of the ground beneath you. And then scan from head to toe, shoulders to fingers. Acknowledging those areas that might need a little bit of extra loving care today. Areas that feel a little bit more open and ready to expand. We will be exploring that side body, so a lot into the upper back, the shoulders, the side waist, down through those hips and outer legs, and then also exploring a little bit of those inner groins today. Definitely touch into the hamstrings, just kind of taking the time to savor each bite, to savor each sensation, to really be in the present with your body today. Take a full inhale. And let it go. And as you do, drop into that mental and emotional body. Acknowledge where the thoughts are, what emotions are dancing around, attaching to those thoughts. And anything that's not going to serve you in a positive way, see if you can let that go with some loving kindness. Things that are going to assist you into being in the present moment and savoring each moment. Invite those to be part of the practice with some loving kindness. Continue to let go of what no longer serves you. Start to come up with an intention today. What brought you to your mat? What can help you savor each moment here on your mat? Is that to breathe deeper, to be more present? Whatever that might be, start to let that intention bubble up in your mind's eye. Taking a few deeper breaths. Noticing how those breaths affect the body, how those breaths affect the mind. Allowing yourself to drop more and more into the present, being here for your practice, building that awareness between the body and the mind. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart center. We'll set that intention with the sound of Om or a sigh of the breath. Exhale fully here. Inhale. Again, on your next inhale, take those arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, press into the feet, draw the knees to center. So knees are straight up, feet are pressing to the floor. And as you exhale, do rotations with your wrists. Going one direction a few times and back the other directions. Just really feeling that sensation of moving the wrists. And then reach through those fingers again, wiggling the fingers as you inhale here. And as you exhale, take those arms back overhead until you feel a stretch. Pause there, reach through the fingers, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, bring those hands all the way down toward your hips. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach them all the way back. Stay there as you exhale, reach. And then inhale, brings them all the way back down toward your hips. Good, exhale there. Inhale, reaches them all the way back behind your head. Reach through those fingers as you exhale. And then inhale, bring them all the way back down by your hips. Good, exhaling there. Inhale, takes those arms up to the sky again. And as you exhale, take the arms wide. Maybe you can bend those elbows slightly. Inhale, takes them back up. Exhale to the side. Inhale, this time take your right arm over your left arm, give yourself a big hug. Exhale there. Inhale, open them back up. And then as you exhale, bring your left arm on top of your right and give yourself a hug. 2 more times like that. Inhale. And then as you exhale, right arm on top. Inhale, open. Exhale, left arm on top. Keeping that left arm on top, draw your chin to your chest, lean into that bottom block. Just rock a little bit from side to side. Good, and then inhale, reach those arms forward. And as you exhale, press into the floor with those hands, slide those blocks out from underneath you, lay all the way down onto your back. Once you're all the way down onto your back, pause there. Good, take those feet as wide as your mat, and as you inhale, drop your knees to the left. Stay there for the exhale. Inhale all the way up and over to the right. Stay there for the exhale. So a couple windshield wipers going from left to right, your own little pace here. Pausing where you need to. Maybe even start to take your arms and reach them up back behind you toward the floor. Starting to get into that sideways, getting into the side of the hip. into that area along the side of the chest. Good, take one more each side. So once you've completed the right side, one more time. Bring everything back up to center. And then take yourself, roll all the way over onto your right side. Use that right arm as a pillow, stack your knees so you're kind of laying on that little chair sideways. And then left arm's gonna reach out in front of your face. Inhale, takes that left arm, open it up to the left. And then exhale, bring it over to the right. If it feels comfortable, sweep it overhead and open it to the left. So a big semicircle. Exhale, back to the right. Good, one more time. Inhale, open it up. Stay here as you exhale, right hand to that top leg. Press leg into hand, hand into the leg. Lift your chest. Reach through that left hand, maybe even look over toward the left hand. Good, big inhale here. And exhale. Inhale brings you all the way back over to the right. And exhale there. Good, as you inhale, come onto the back. And then exhale all the way over to the left. Again, use that left arm as a pillow for right now. Stack your knees, stack your ankles. And then that right arm, as you inhale, open it up to the right. Exhale back to the left. Maybe sweeping it overhead. Inhale, opening up to the right. Exhale back to the left. One more time here. Inhale opens you up. And exhale, pause. Taking that left hand, press it on that top leg. Lift the chest, reach through the right fingers. Maybe take the gaze to the right. Good, another big inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, takes that right arm all the way back over to the left. Pause there. And then press yourself up, coming up to hands and knees. Once you're on those hands and knees, finding that little cat-cow, setting yourself up, giving yourself time. So again, no rushing, just enjoying every moment, even those transitions. Just kind of grow your cat-cow, lengthening and rounding. Maybe even take that cat-cow from the side to side. So inhale to the right. And then as you exhale, round into the left. So kind of getting into that side stretch a little bit. Taking any other motions you need to here. You have 2 more breaths. And after your next exhale, come to a flat back. And then take those knees wide, bring your big toes to touch, sit back into child's pose. Drop it back, reach through those arms, and just pause here. Let everything grow heavy. Let your forehead drop down, let your hips drop to your heels. And just breathe into that back body. Nice deep breaths into that back body. Feeling the expansion across the back. Hearing the breath, letting you drop more into the present. Exhale fully. As you inhale, lift the chest, reach through those arms, come up onto your fingertips. And as you exhale, walk your right hand to where your left hand is and press it down. Press your left hand on top of the right. And then as you exhale, drop your head and send your hips toward the right, getting that nice little side stretch on that right side. Good, maybe even drop your forehead onto your arms. Taking deep breaths into that side body on the right side. And 2 more breaths here. So we're going to go about 5 to 8 deep breaths for each pose today. A little slow flow occasionally, but holding and savoring that nice little side body stretch. Exhale fully here. As you inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, slide that right hand toward the right side of your mat. Take that left hand under the right. Press the right hand on top of that left, and then send those hips a little bit to the left as you drop your head down on your exhale. So again, finding that side body stretch on the left side. Continue to breathe nice and deep. Really finding that stretch from pinky to hip. So feeling the hips and the length of the spine. Exhale fully. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, left hand comes back out in front. Reach through those arms. And as you inhale, pull yourself forward. Exhale, press into those knees, drop those hips forward, squeeze the glutes, and then roll the shoulders back. Going to kind of rock a little bit from side to side. Keep squeezing the glutes, pressing the tops of the feet down. And then imagine lifting yourself away from the floor. Good. Just a little easy upward dog with our knees down. You're going to start to send those hips back. Tuck your toes. Find plank for a moment. And then find downward facing dog. And take any movements you need here in dog. Pedal the feet, shift the hips. But again, be mindful of that word of savor. Savor each moment. No rush through it. Notice what you notice on the right side and on the left side. Can you keep your breathing nice and smooth? Two more breaths here. Exhale fully. As you inhale, take your feet the distance of your mat. Take your arms the distance of your mat. And then as you inhale, bend deeply into both legs. On your exhale, straighten just your right leg. So notice what you notice. Take a couple breaths here. So that right leg straight, left leg's bent. Press into the hands, find length in the spine. And then keep that arm action in the upper body. Just take that left knee and start to rotate it toward the right side. So that right hip's drawing back a little bit more and you're getting into the side body of that right hip. Keep pressing into the arms, sending those hips up and back. Good, and then on your inhale, come back to center, bend into both knees. Good, bring that belly and thigh closer, stretch that spine long. And then keeping that spine long, exhale, straighten just that left leg. Good, and just take a couple breaths here. So left leg's nice and straight and active, heels pressing back, hips lifting, hands and arms engaged. And then on your next exhale, just start to take that right knee toward the left. So that left hip's going to draw back and open a little bit. You're getting into the side of that left hip. That IT band, a little bit of the hip and the glutes. Keep the arms nice and active. We'll get off our arms in a moment. Take an exhale. Good. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, straighten both legs, both arms. Find that engagement. Good. And then inhale, bend into the knees. Exhale, walk your hands back toward your feet. Keep those feet nice and wide. Good. Bend into the knees. Let that belly come between the thighs. And let your head just dangle. Maybe dangle arms, maybe hands interlink opposite elbows, and you rock a little bit from side to side. Seeing if you can grow that side waist a little bit longer. Letting that spine grow longer over the legs. Give the head a little nod, yes. A little shake, no. And then as you exhale, straightening just the left leg. Keep that right leg bent. So again, kind of lean toward the right, feeling that stretch on the left side. Take a couple breaths. And then as you exhale, bend into both knees, come to center. And then as you inhale, straighten just the right leg, lean a little bit toward that left side. Finding that length on the right, press into the feet. And as you exhale, come back to center. Good. Let the hands drop down. Hands to knees or shins. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold over straight or bent legs. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, hands to knees or shins. Use that back body. Exhale, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Good. Bend into those knees. And as you inhale, roll the spine up. Let that head be the last thing to rise. Rolling the shoulders back and grounding down into those feet. Close the eyes for a moment. Standing in Tadasana. That mountain pose. Good. Exhale fully. Good. Slowly and mindfully make your way to the top of your mats. Taking that nice little journey. Have your blocks at the top of your mat. And grounding down into those feet. I'm just going to face you for this first one. Grounding down into those feet. Exhale fully here. And then as you inhale, you're going to take that right leg and bring it over the left. So it's going to be on the left side of the foot. So your legs are crossed. Good. And then as you inhale, take your arms up. And as you exhale, lean to the left. Good. Take that right arm up, left arm down. Finding again a little side stretch. Good. And you can take your gaze, look down to your bottom ankle. And then imagine that bottom arm, that left arm is reaching to that bottom arm ankle. Top arm is nice and straight. And then squeeze the glutes, send your hips slightly forward. Exhale fully here. Inhale takes both arms up. Keep the feet the same. Exhale, go to the other side. So just kind of noticing what you notice. Reach that right arm down, look to your right ankle. Top arm reaches over, squeeze the glutes, press the hips slightly forward, and maybe lean a little bit further. 2 breaths here. Exhale fully here. As you inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands down as you uncross the legs. And then we're going to switch sides. That left leg's going to come over the right. Ground down, inhale takes those arms up. And then as you exhale, lean to the left. Left arm goes down, right arm goes over. Just notice what you notice, where you feel it. And again, hips slightly forward, shoulders back, gaze is down. Arms are reaching down and up. Good, so using that opposing press down to lift up. Exhale fully. As you inhale, take both arms up. And then opposite side, exhale to the right. Right arm comes down, left arm goes over. Again, engage the glutes, press through those feet, hips slightly forward, and then leaning over. Another full inhale. Exhale. Press into those legs as you inhale, bring those arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, release the hands as you unwind those feet. Stepping toward the top of your mat, toward those blocks. Inhale takes the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine, reach the arms back, straighten those legs. Pause here for the exhale, using that back body. Take another inhale. And exhale, fold. Hands to the blocks. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then on your inhale, bend the knees, heel toe those feet apart a little bit more. And then parallel the feet. Inhale, straighten the the left leg, keeping that right knee bent. And then inhale, reach that left arm to the sky. Good, so you have that nice outer hip, right knee bends as much as you need. And then take it into the side stretch. Take that left arm, reach it over your ear toward the top of your mat. And then send that left hip back forward. Good. Press into that bottom hand to rotate the chest. Press into the left leg. Send that left hip back. Awesome. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left arm reaches to sky. Exhale, rotate it toward the block as you bend into both knees. Good. Inhale, long spine, reach those arms back, palms lift to the sky. Exhale, hold. Good, take another inhale, straighten those legs a little bit more. And then exhale, hands to blocks, bend the knees. Second side, inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, start to straighten into the right leg. So that left knee bends. Right arm's gonna sweep up to the sky. Good, press down to reach up. Keep that left knee bent, right leg nice and straight, and then take that right arm overhead toward the top of your mat, over that top ear to find the length in the side waist. Keep sending the right hip back. Right fingers forward. Deep breath, savoring each breath here. Another full inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale is going to take that right arm up. And then as you exhale, circle it to the block, bend the knees. Good, inhale, long spine, reach those arms back, maybe interloop the fingers behind your back. And then exhale, reach those arms back, pull the heart forward. Good, take another inhale, straighten the legs any little bit. And then exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Drop the head down, knees are bent, excuse me. Excuse me. Taking those fingers overhead. Good, if it feels okay, maybe straighten the legs, but maybe you like just that little stretch across the chest, into the neck. Good, 2 more breaths here. Exhale fully. Inhale, releases those arms all the way to the floor or blocks. Good, and on your next inhale, reach the chest forward. Exhale, fold. Press into those legs. Inhale brings you all the way up. And then as you exhale, bend those elbows, lift the chest. Imagine those elbows going to your back pockets. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands by your side. Good, adding on a little bit. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, step the left foot back, left knee down. Good, using those blocks or hands to the floor, just do a little bit of movement here. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And then as you exhale, fold over the straight leg. It's just getting into those hips and hamstrings a little bit. Noticing what you notice, feeling what you notice. The next time you get to that bent knee position, pause there. Press down into the top of your back foot unless that bothers your foot. And then inhale, sweep those arms up. So that low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Good, press down, reach up, tailbone drops. And then take that right hand to your right hip and lean over to the right. Good, inhale, come back to center. Maybe grab your block, place your block right next to your right hip, and then press your right hand into the block and lean a little bit deeper to that right side. Good, again, inhale, come back to center. One more time, exhale, lean. As you lean, tailbone drops, shoulder rolls back. Gaze can be forward or down. Exhale fully here. Good, as you inhale, take both arms up. And as you exhale, draw both hands to your heart center. Good, inhale, rotate toward the right, just turning on the core. Take your arms, reach them forward and back. Good, breathing here, turn on that core. And then that left hand's gonna come down to blocker floor. Find a little twist. Top arm's gonna reach. Maybe top arm reaches overhead. Maybe that back toe tucks under and you straighten your back leg. So just kind of notice where you are in your body today. Take a couple more deep breaths. Press down, rotate to the right, reach through those top fingers. Exhale fully. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale is going to circle it down to the floor. Bring your blocks toward that foot. Wiggle that right foot forward a little bit. And then shift the hips back. Good, breathing into it. Use those blocks wherever you need them. And as you inhale, rotate the toes to the right. Notice that inner groin stretch. Exhale, rotate the toes to the left. Notice that outer hip stretch. So just kind of moving there, still getting into the hamstrings, but working from side to side. Press into that front heel. Imagine you're dragging it back while that left hip's dragging forward. And again, be in the moment. Savor each little movement here with your breath. Hopefully you're already feeling good in that sideways, that nice length we created. You'll all go on with your day feeling taller, a little bit more height. Feel like it, may not really be. I always feel good after side stretches. Come to the center. Exhale. Good, as you inhale, bend into that front knee. Exhale, plant the hands, straighten the back leg, step it back, downward facing dog. Good, nice full inhale and dog. Exhale. Inhale, come forward plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. So little back body here. Inhale, lift arms and legs. Exhale. Inhale, ground the toes. Exhale, ground the hands. Little baby cobra. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, lower, tuck the toes. Press it back, either child's pose or downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, takes that left leg, reach it to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, step that foot forward. And then let the right knee come down. If it's okay, ground the toes to the ground on that back foot. And then inhale, reach those arms up. Good, exhale here. Good, tailbone down, shoulders roll back, reach up as you press into the floor. On your exhale, left hand to left hip, and exhale, lean. Just kind of notice how that feels. You want to go a bit deeper, inhale takes those arms up. So grab that block to the left side, and then lean left hand into the block, over to the side. Good, press down, inhale, bring those arms back up again. And then exhale all the way over to the left one more time. Again, gaze can go down. It can look up or straight ahead. Tailbone keeps lengthening so you get that nice side length. And make that top arm even straighter. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale is going to bring both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rotate to the left. Use that core. Good. And then as you exhale, send those arms wide. Keep rotating, rotating, rotating. Good. Enjoy the engagement here. And then take that right hand down to the floor, left arm up. Good. Press down to lift up. Maybe that top arm reaches overhead. Find that side stretch. Maybe back leg, toes tuck, and leg straightens. A little deeper stretch. Good. Continue to rotate that top shoulder open. Continue to reach through that top arm. Awesome. One more full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, top arm's going to reach. Exhale, circle both hands to the floor. Drop that back knee if it's lifted. And then wiggle that front foot forward a little bit. Good. And then shift the hips back. Ground down into the back toes. Pulling the front toes back. You just kind of notice the hamstring here. Adjust the blocks where you need them. And then as you inhale, rotate the toes to the left. And then as you exhale, rotate the toes to the right. Good. Draw those toes back as much as you can toward your chest. Moving with your breath. Noticing all those sensations along the back of the leg, the side of the leg, that inner groin. Couple more breaths here. Take that right hip drop slightly forward. It's going to intensify that stretch a little bit more. Once you've gone toward the right again with those toes, pause and center. And then bend into the knee, walk those hands forward, tuck the toes, step it back, downward facing dog. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Inhale rolls you forward to plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. As you inhale, reach the arms back, reach the toes back. Exhale, interlink the hands if that's possible. If not, press into the low back. Ground the toes and reach those arms back. Good, another big inhale. As you exhale, release hands by the side, tuck your toes, press it back, child's pose, or downward facing dog. Take a breath. Big inhale. And exhale. If you're in child's pose, come to dog. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, heel to bone, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, step it forward. But this time, back heel is going to stay up. Slide those blocks back by your heel. And as you inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Good, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more time, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Keep that front leg straight. Take your back heel, drop it to the ground. So step it in and over to the left a little bit. And then from here, press into the blocks, lengthen the spine. On your inhale, roll that left hip away from your front leg. And then exhale, draw it toward your front leg. Good. Continue that. Inhale, open. So you're going to feel that inner groin. Exhale, forward. Maybe back of the leg, maybe even the outer hip. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Wherever you feel like you need it, go to that place and pause there. Good. So nice active legs, finding that stretch that you need. Relax the jaw. Exhale fully. Good. As you inhale, put a little bend into the front knee. Take that back heel, turn it in a little bit more so your toes face a little bit more to the side. And then start to lift the chest. Good. Come into warrior two. Just for a moment. Good. Warrior two. Find that length. And then we're going to reverse the warrior. Take that top arm, reach it back so you're finding length in that right side. Keep bending into the front knee. And then really contract the back side. Use those obliques, contract. Good. Maybe that back arm slides behind your low back so the forearm presses into the low back. Good. Another breath here. Good. And then as you inhale, straighten that front leg. Keep reaching it back. And then as you exhale, start to tip forward. Keep both legs straight, coming into triangle pose. So your block's right there by your calf. Press into the block or stack those blocks if you need it. Press down, roll the top shoulder back. Good. And then take that left arm, sweep it to the sky. Open the chest here. And then find that sensation where you can find that inner groin on that front leg. So you might need to roll forward, you might need to roll back, you might need to engage more. Maybe you drop the hand a little lower. Good. One or two more breaths here. Big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, look down. As you exhale, bend into that front knee. So maybe that hand stays on the block behind the leg and the leg presses into that arm. Maybe you switch the block to the inside and the elbow presses into the leg. But you want to feel a little bit of engagement in that inner groin. Good. And then that top arm is going to reach overhead. So you're opening that side stretch. And then take that left hip, press it forward. Roll the shoulders back. Good, so you're really opening that front body here. Press into that back leg. Good, nice deep breaths here, 2 more. As you inhale, take that top arm up. Exhale, circle that hand all the way toward the ground, grab your blocks, and then pivot to the long end of your mat. Good. Make those feet as wide as comfortable. Feet are parallel. Hands on those blocks underneath the shoulders. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, just bend the elbows. Let that head drop down toward the blocks. Good. So keep the spine long. Keep those hips drawing back. And then press down into those legs. So really getting into those inner groins. Send your inner thighs back. Your outer hips up. And your spine nice and long. Good. 2 more breaths here. Feeling the length in the spine. The length on those inner groins and hamstrings. Good. And on your inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, bend into the knees, walk yourself toward the back side of your mat. So we're going to bring those blocks all the way to the back side. We're going to do the same thing we did on the other side. So pivot on the ball of the back foot, walk those blocks back by your heel. And then as you inhale, bend into the left knee, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend. Yep. Exhale, straighten. 1 more time, inhale, bend. And exhale, straighten. Good, keep the front leg straight, take that back foot, step it out to the right and in a little bit so your back heel can ground. Then press into those blocks, grow your spine long. Take your right hip, as you inhale, roll it back. Exhale, roll it forward. Good, so getting into that front hamstring, inhale, roll it back, so you're gonna feel inner groin. Exhale, roll it forward, hamstring, maybe even outer hip. Good, 1 more time. Inhale back. Exhale forward. And then take a few breaths where you need to feel it. Maybe you need to feel it on inner groin, maybe outer hip. But take some time to really straighten those legs. Find length in the spine. And then savor the breath. 2 more breaths here. Exhale fully. As you inhale, start to bend into that front knee. Draw that back, heel back, come up into warrior 2. And just find warrior 2, your place of warrior 2. Good. Arms are active, legs are active. And then we'll find a little reverse warrior. So that front arm's going to reach up. You're pulling and lengthening that left side, contracting the right side. Maybe that right forearm slides to the low back. And breathing into it. Yes. Good. Back leg super straight. And can you bend a little deeper into the front knee? Beautiful. Exhale here. As you inhale, straighten the leg. And then exhale, reach that left arm forward, coming into triangle pose. Hand comes down to the block or floor behind that calf. Press down, lift the chest, take that right arm, reach it to the sky. Good. And then exhale, really straighten those legs, start to lengthen it forward till you feel that inner groin. Keep pressing into the bottom hand, reaching through the top hand, and then engaging those legs. Can you roll that top shoulder back any little bit? Nice. Exhale. Good. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, bend into that bottom knee. So again, your hand can stay where it is behind the calf and press the knee into arm. Or you can switch it to the inside and press arm into knee. But you want to feel that inner groin on that left leg, that front leg. And then once you have the legs engaged, top arm reaches overhead to find that length in the side waist. Nice. Continue to press into the floor or the block and rotate the chest open. And now press that right hip slightly forward. Tailbone to your back heel. Nice full breaths. Good. Take 1 or 2 more deep breaths here. Savor each sip you can take in. And then inhale, takes that top arm to the sky. Exhale, circle it down to the ground. Grab those blocks, walk yourself to the long end of your mat again. Hands underneath the shoulders on those blocks. Maybe make the feet a little bit wide. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, legs super straight, and then exhale, bend those elbows to get into those hips and hamstrings, inner groins. Press into the pinky edge of the foot so much that that inner arch kind of lifts. And continue to breathe. Good. 2 more breaths here. And keeping the spine where it is, hands are on those blocks, slide those blocks forward like downward facing dog. Hopefully you have enough space in your room. And then press the heels of the hands into the blocks and imagine someone pulling your hips back. Find that length in the side waist, that length in the inner groin. So a nice wide downward dog. Good. Legs are super straight and active. Keep reaching those arms forward. Drawing the hips back. Relax the head completely. Look back behind you. Good. 2 more breaths here. Press down into those arms. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, slide those blocks back underneath the shoulders. And then bend into the knees. Heel toe those feet in. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, until they're about hip distance apart so you can drop down into Malasana. So if you need a block under your hips, slide that under. But dropping those hips down into Malasana. Awesome. Take a couple deep breaths here. Rocking, getting into the hips. 2 more breaths. We're going to come right down to seated. So if you have a block underneath your hips, remove it and slowly drop those hips. And then take those feet in front. You're going to take your right leg to the side, left leg in. Just sitting up nice and tall. So right leg out, left leg in. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Maybe you need the blocks. And then exhale, forward fold. So just take that forward fold to begin. So we're getting into that right inner groin. Draw the toes back. And just see with your right hand, can you get to your right shin, your right ankle? Maybe you reach your right toe. Sometimes it's easier because you only have 1 arm and leg that's active rather than 2 at the same time. But keep leaning forward, drawing the toes back. Exhale fully. And then from here, bring that right hand to your right shin. Take the left arm, reach it out to the left. So you're opening yourself to the left. And then exhale, lean over that right leg, taking that left arm overhead. Press the left knee down and away. Roll the right shoulder back. Roll the left shoulder back, keeping in that side stretch. So a lot of places you're going to feel it here. Left hip, right inner groin, right hamstring. Continue to breathe. Big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale takes that left arm up to the sky. As you exhale, circle that left hand toward the right leg, grabbing on anywhere you can. Pull the heart toward that left leg And then press the legs down as you reach the heart forward. So again, a lot of different places you're going to feel it. Sometimes I like to take my right hand and put it by my right hip, just so I can find a little bit more rotation in the chest, and then start to lengthen forward again. But legs are active, press those legs down. Another full breath here. Exhale fully. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, come back to center. Move the blocks out of the way. Slide that right knee up. And then bring that right foot to center. If you can, left knee is going to slide under that right ankle. So you have knee over ankle. If that's too compressed today, bring it to the inside. And then rotate toward that right knee. Give it a big hug to begin. As you give it a big hug to begin, drop that right hip down. So really feel that sensation in the right hip and glutes right now. So you have a little bit of rotation of the spine, but we're really getting into that outer hip a little bit more. Continue to breathe, dropping that right hip down. Again, savoring that stretch, this place that we feel so tight during the day. A lot of sitting that happens if we're doing a lot of running or cycling. If you feel like you want to get a little bit more rotation in the chest, take that right hand, bring it behind you, bring it as close as you can to your hips, and roll the shoulders back. So don't leave it way back behind you. Slide it in close. And breathe. Can you feel the length in the spine on your inhales? And can you feel the rotation on the exhales? Good, one more breath here. And exhale. Good, inhale, unwind. Exhale, take the right leg out, left leg out, give them a little bounce. And then we'll go to the second side. Left leg's gonna reach out. Right leg's gonna drop in. And just kind of set yourself up there. Notice what you need. If you need any props under that right side. And then the legs, you're gonna bring forward first. So exhale, come forward first. Draw those left toes back. And then see how it feels to bring that left hand either to the left shin, the left ankle, maybe the left toe. But keep drawing forward. So we're really getting into that inner groin. Exhale fully here. Taking that left hand to the left shin. As you inhale, sit up tall, take that right arm, extend it wide. Good, and then as you exhale, lean over that left leg, take that top arm overhead, and then send that right hip to the floor. I like to press down into my left leg with my left hand, so I'm lengthening my top shoulder away from my top hip. Good, continue to roll the shoulders back. And again, gaze can be up or down, so it's a nice active side bend. Legs are pressing down. Chest is rotating up. Top arms really reaching to the left. Exhale fully here. As you inhale, take that top arm, reach it to the sky. And then as you exhale, circle that right hand down toward the left hand. Good, then press down, lift the chest, and then exhale, start to lengthen forward. And again, this is where I like to bring my left hand toward my left side so I can kind of rotate my chest a little bit more. And just kind of notice where you feel the stretch. A lot of different places here. It can be that right side, be the left inner groin and hamstring. It could be everything all at once. Continue to breathe. Again, making that breath work for you rather than against you. Nice deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Exhale fully here. As you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate back to center. Good, and then from here, you're gonna bend that left knee, move those blocks out of the way. And then slide that right knee forward. And then either that left foot stays on the inside of the leg or outside of the leg, just depending on how that left side feels. And then just give that left leg a hug to begin. Just give it a nice little hug. Letting that left hip drop. This allows that left hip to drop down because that left hip likes to hold up here. See if you can drop it to the ground or toward your heel. Just continue to twist and breathe into that leg. See what it feels like to maybe press into that left foot a little bit more, especially the big toe mound. And if you'd like a little deeper twist, taking that left hand behind you, bring it as close as you can toward your hips, and then lift the chest and roll the shoulder toward the back. A nice full breaths. See if you're holding any tension in the neck and jaw. Give that jaw a little move around. Maybe move the neck around from side to side. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, but use the breath to lengthen the spine. And then exhale, rotate the spine. One more breath here. And let it go. Unwinding back to center. Taking those legs out. Give them a little shake. We'll make our way to the ground. Bring your strap with you as you make your way to the ground. Any props you might need for Shavasana eventually. Taking that strap or that towel, lay all the way down onto your back. Taking that strap, placing it around the ball of the right foot. And then if it feels okay in your body, take that left leg long. If that's too tight in your low back, bend it. And then from here, just kind of notice that hamstring stretch, right? The back of the leg. And we're going to continue to get into that side body. So take the strap into your left hand. And then keeping that right hip on the ground, draw that leg across your body till you feel that outer hip turn on. Just breathing into it here. Two more breaths. We should be pretty warm. That we're going to take us into a reclined quadricep stretch, or at least an outer hip stretch. It's going to get a little bit more intense. If it becomes too intense, just bend the knee. Bending the knee is going to take that intensity away. So taking that right leg, roll it all the way over to the left so your right hip stacks on top of your left. Good, so you feel this nice outer hip or top hip strength. Now take the bottom leg, bend the knee so the heel comes toward your bum. Take your right hand toward that foot and then roll the right shoulder back. Good, press the foot into the hand, hand into the foot. So you have a little bit of a stretch on that front quad, that bottom leg. You have outer hip. And you take two more deep breaths and let everything melt toward the floor and open up as you exhale. One more full inhale. And exhale. Good. Release the bottom foot. Release the top foot. Bend that knee. And then bring your knees back to center. Pause there. Notice those sensations. Right side, left side, twisting. Second side. Left leg goes up to the sky. Good. Take that right leg long if it feels good. It might take a little bit. But just kind of notice that hamstring stretch to begin. That familiar stretch of the hamstring. Then right hand comes to the strap. Taking that leg just a little bit across the body, keeping it super straight, keeping that left hip toward the ground so you feel that outer hip stretch. And it might not take a lot. Relax the shoulders and jaw. Nice deep breaths here. Using that breath really helps the body realize that you are going slow. You understand that you're not going to go fast. It can let go of some of that gripping, some of that tension that it's holding on to. On your next exhale, take that left leg all the way toward the right so your hip stacks. And then take that bottom knee, bend it, heel toward bum. Take your left hand toward that foot and then press foot into hand as you press that opposite leg nice and straight. And again, if it's too intense, bend the knee and it comes more of a twist rather than that outer hip. Nice deep breath. See if you can relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Let the breath help release tension in these areas. One more full inhale. And exhale. Slowly release the bottom foot, release the top foot, bend both knees, and then draw those knees up to center. Good. Pausing there, noticing those sensations. Then take any motion you need to. Windshield wipers, hug the knees, prepping yourself for Shavasana. Maybe Shavasana to you today is on your side. Maybe it's seated. Take whatever place you need to find restoration. Allowing yourself to become fully supported so that you can sit here comfortably without fidgeting. And once you've found that space, take a nice full inhale. Open the mouth, let it go. If that felt good, repeat that a couple more times. Otherwise, just let that body surrender into restoration. Let that body surrender into stillness. Allowing the body and mind to absorb any energy that's been shifted and changed. Give yourself this time to truly savor the stillness, to savor the rest. We've done the work, we've moved, we've stretched, we've put the energy in. Now allow yourself to enjoy the time of rest. I'll bring you out of Shavasana with the sound of my voice. Enjoy the stillness. And allowing your next breath to come in a little deeper. Just notice if you need to stay and rest and restore a little longer. Please do. If you're ready to come out, start to bring some movements into the fingers and toes, the wrists and ankles. Deepening those movements by reaching the arms back behind the head, sliding your feet together, giving yourself a long stretch. And then slowly bending the knees, either hugging the knees into the chest, maybe more windshield wipers, maybe a happy baby, whatever's going to feel best in your body. Drawing that circulation into the body. Then roll over to one side and pause. Just taking this time to pause between stillness and movement again. Taking the time to acknowledge the shifts and changes mentally, physically, from the practice. And then mindfully making your way up towards seated. Once you found that comfortable seat, bring your hands to rest at your heart center, either palms pressing or cupping over the heart. Allowing yourself to arrive into the space, onto your mat, into your body. Connecting again with the surroundings. Acknowledging what you savored most during this practice. Was it the time you gave yourself, the breath, the movement, the lengthening of that side body? What did you savor most? What can you take from this practice and bring it off your mat into your day ahead? We'll seal this practice in either with that sound of Om or a sigh of the breath. Exhale fully here. Inhale. Taking a moment, think of one thing in your life you truly are grateful for. And hold on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for being here and joining me. Namaste. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies for sunblock.